What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you all. We are now live here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on the Twitch. If you are new to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this stream / video, whatever you want to call it, a big old thumbs up. Share it with all your friends and all that stuff. However you do the thing. What up? Happy Tuesday. This is the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. How's everyone doing? Can't hear you, but I hope you all are doing very well. It is Tuesday, October 29th. Halloween is in 2 days. Holy shit. Halloween's in 2 days, everyone. But it was also what's going to be happening in about a couple more days after that is Crown Jewel. And I'll be honest with y'all. I'll be very, very honest. This Go Home show, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it at all. It was not. I'm not saying it was bad or anything, but it just, outside the Jimmy and Jay situation where they told Sami Zayn, hey, well, Jay, that is, right? Told Sami, you wouldn't understand. You're not family. That's right. You're not family. That's what he told them. That's what the fuck he told them. You're not family. I couldn't believe it. After all the shit they've been through, how are they gonna tell that to Sami Zayn? I can't believe it, man. I'm at a loss for words. But as always, I'm Steve, and I hope you all again are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Again, how are you all doing today? Can't hear you, but I hope again you're doing well. Yeah, like I said, man, like I just mentioned moments ago, Raw was kind of mid. But keep in mind, in a couple of days we will be doing the preview to Crown Jewel. Look at that. Look at that graphic. The department worked hard on that, sort of, kinda. You missed it yesterday on Steve's Kitchen. We talked about everything that went down at Bound for Glory. About Joe Henry getting TNA'd. Talked about the Usos reuniting again. We talked about what happened at Halloween Havoc when Stephanie Vaquer and Julia teamed up. We talked about everything involving Ilya Topuria knocking out Max Holloway at UFC 308 to successfully retain his UFC Featherweight Championship. We talked about Samantha Irvin. More details have surfaced regarding her exit from WWE. And of course, the Motor City Machine Guns becoming the new WWE Tag Team Champions. All that and more. If you've not checked that out, go back and rewatch it on stuff. All right. We'll be happy if you guys do. Chief writes here, the mid go home show to Crown Jewel. Only match looking forward is Rollins versus Reed. Yeah, I thought overall they did something good to get people excited for that match. SMH, all the bullets Sammy took was for nothing. Yeah. Ungrateful, man. Very, very ungrateful. But as always, guys, I am not alone. I'm here joined by the two-time ATP UK champion, the one, the only part-time Big Mike. What's going on, brother?
I'm not
What's
ready.
going on? I hear you, though. Oh, he's not ready. Okay.
I'm not ready.
Just let me know when you're ready. Just let me know, all right? Just write me in the private chat when you're ready. But let me know your thoughts in the chat, your thoughts on Raw. Christopher writes here, yesterday, my mom's boyfriend, Jeffrey, died from a heart. My condolences, man. My condolences. I hope that through this difficult time, you managed to find ways to remember. Again, it's very difficult, but my condolences, man. I'm not good with these stuff, as you can tell. Okay, I'm not good with giving out condolences. I feel bad. I hope that you're able to pull through. Okay, be strong and all that stuff. Okay, but outside of that, again, Raw overall was a mid-show overall. But you know what's crazy? In the mix of all of this wasn't even aired on Raw. This was on Raw Talk. Breaking news happened. Yeah, guys, during Raw Talk, breaking news happened, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news took place during Raw Talk. And mind you, I was asleep when this happened. I was asleep. So I really caught this when I woke up around 3 in the morning to go to work. But they made it official. Another match being added to Crown Jewel, which is going down this Saturday. This Saturday from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. You're wondering to yourself, gee, what match can this be? Ladies and gentlemen, they made it official. This Saturday, this match is going down. It will be the Battle of the Bloodline. It will be Roman Reigns with the Usos, the original Bloodline, versus, here's the thing, we don't know against who. For all we know, it's Solo Sikoa and the Tongans, or maybe, just maybe, it's Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and maybe Tama Tonga. Give me that. But that's what's going down this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. That is what's happening. The Battle of the Bloodline. Holy shit. I'm just like, I'm at a loss for words here. I just want to know if the co-host is ready. Just want to know. You good? All righty. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, joining me to give me his thoughts on this. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the two-time ATP UK champion. He is Detroit's favorite son, and he's a happy man right now. The one, the only, part-time Big Mike. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Steve? What's going on, everybody in the chat? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Having some crazy stuff going on with the headphones. Technology is a thing. Technology is a thing.
Yes.
But yeah.
What's your thoughts, bro? Like, yo, the news came out. Look, bro, I was asleep when this shit broke down. I was asleep. Yeah. Motherfucker was asleep, bro.
I didn't find this out until maybe 3 hours into work. I was looking in the group chat.
And I'm like, yo, please let this be some like fan-made graphic. Please don't let this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Please let this be a fan-made, because but no, WWE himself posted on social media. Let me see if I can, not that it matters now, but they made it official. I don't have the tweet on me, but you get the idea, right? They announced this match. I just want to know, again, based off this, right? Is it Solo, Jacob, and Tama Tonga, or is it Solo with the Tongans? That's what I'm wondering here. For the most part,
I mean, does it really matter? On that side
hey, bro, look, man, it's you wonder, because 3-on-4, right? It's 3-on-4, right? On the graphic. Like, again, I can play the graphic again right now. Mm-hmm. And you would think again, if you did not know what the fuck was going on, you would think it's a 3-on-4 match. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look at that graphic. You would think it's a 3-on-4. You would think it's a 3-on-4 by looking at that graphic.
I mean, it might. It might be. It might be because, you got a certain somebody who, has been to these shows, but probably not going to make the show. But you saw on the show that it was like, you don't understand, family's a family thing.
So even WWE on their social media, they have it as this, right? And it's loading right now. I don't know why the fuck I pressed the load, but here we go. This was at 10:53. Keep in mind, Raw's 2 hours now, right? So this is what they posted. Breaking: Roman Reigns teams with Jimmy and Jey Uso to take on Solo Sikoa's Bloodline this Saturday at #WWE Crown Jewel. But they're not telling you like who is going to be. They're not telling you that, right? And here's the thing, right? the way I look at this, right? I know everyone was thinking Survivor Series, right? That's the first time they're all going to get in the ring, right? It's going to be cinema, right? It's going to be magical, right? I thought that. I'm pretty sure, Mike, you thought that. I'm sure the chat thought this. I'm sure everyone thought Survivor Series, right? Survivor Series, the War Games, right? It's going to happen. There's one person who I feel is responsible for this right now. There's one person who, again, I feel, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels is responsible for what we're going to see on Saturday. Because let's be honest, this is the new main event. This is the main event of Crown Jewel. There's no way Cody and Gunther are closing the show. No fucking way.
You think they'll be co-main, second to last?
No. This is your main event right here.
I'm talking about Cody and Gunther.
Maybe so. Maybe open the show. Hey, look, if you're not closing, you're opening, right? But there's only one person responsible for this taking place, and I'm gonna tell you who it is, Mike. You know who you probably, if you've been following the group chat, you kind of have a feeling of who we're talking about. But for those of you who obviously are not in our group chat, you're probably wondering who the fuck we're talking about. Well, we're gonna tell you. This man right here, yo. Turkey Al-Sheikh, bro. This man is responsible for this match happening in Saudi Arabia. He heard what? Canada? No. Play the Hulk Hogan TNA theme song right now. That don't work for me, brother. It's Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia.
Put the camera on me.
What happened?
Put the camera on me.
What?
I'm about to do something. Put the camera on me. Yes.
Yes, indeed it is. He's like, look, I'm responsible for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. I'm responsible for Francis Ngannou getting knocked the fuck out by Anthony Joshua in front of the whole world. I'm responsible for all these big fights that you're seeing. Because he is, technically, he is. He's responsible for the UFC going into the Sphere. So again, bro, when you look into this, right? When you talk about Booker and Promoter of the Year, when the year ends, this man's in discussion. There's no bones, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This man right here. This man pulled out the Arab money. He wasn't fucking around. He was not fucking around. And I'm glad for that. I admire the determination. That's why in the preview, when we do the preview, we're giving this man his flower. I know we're giving it right now, but still, man, for that, you know what? I just gotta do this, Mike. I just have to play this right here, bro. Exactly. The Prince said, "We the new fight capital. Here's money." I mean, I could be wrong, right? But I just feel like for them, it's like, because again, you got to keep this in mind too. Saudi Arabia has a say on what goes on this show. They probably looked at Cody and Gunther for this Crown Jewel Championship. Get me wrong, good match, but there's not that oomph. You know what I mean? It wasn't working for them, brother. That don't work for me, brother.
Right. I mean,
what happened?
We probably had an idea that they were gonna at least give us a teaser to the War Games match that was gonna happen later in the month.
I mean, that too. But if you also watched, again, for those who watched the show last night, I know there's a lot going on last night. There's a lot of shit going on. The Giants and the Steelers had a snooze fest. The Dodgers are one game away from becoming world champions.
Yeah, could do it tonight. Yeah. Sorry,
might do it tonight.
Fans. I'm deeply saddened.
Unless Big
Yankees fans.
Unless Big Vegas made the call, like, look, guys, we need this game to go to Game 7. All right. Think
That would
about
be
this, right?
insane. That would be
Think
insane
about it. If
if
you're
the
the
Yankees can
Dodgers,
take this
right?
all the way to Game 7.
You would not want to. You want to win this in LA. You don't want to win this in New York. If you're the Dodgers, I'm just
Why
assuming here,
wouldn't
right?
it? It's their second home. The Dodgers started in New York.
That too, but
Why?
still, though,
It's like home away from home.
I
They're just a
guess
borough over.
it's Brooklyn, though. It's Brooklyn.
Yeah,
But
it's
still,
a
though,
borough over. Why wouldn't? Well,
I'm sure.
who
But I'm sure,
cares?
I'm sure Big Vegas made the call. I know tickets are cheap as fuck now. Tickets are cheap as shit for the game. But outside of that, outside of all that, Big Mike, I thought Raw last night was kind of a okay show. Nothing to go crazy about for a go home show to Crown Jewel. Outside the Jimmy and Jay, right, with Sami Zayn not being family, all that stuff. What was your overall take on Raw?
I thought Raw was okay. I thought it. Honestly, I forgot that it was a go home show because I honestly didn't plan on watching Crown Jewel because I probably would have been busy. I probably am going to be busy. Wasn't I'm really not going into these shows with the account of there's a pay-per-view after this because of my schedule.
Let me ask you this question real quick. Let me ask you this question. Did you hear about the Motor City Machine Guns becoming the tag team champions?
Oh yeah, I honestly when they debuted, I was like, dang, I wish I would have saw this live, and I wish I would have responded in the group chat too because I was like, yes, my boys is in the fucking bed, yes, and they champs, yes, but yeah, I like that they're champs already. That shows that they really like them. Taking them titles off of the bloodline or the new bloodline so fast. But even though the storyline doesn't account for them to be holding championships because the storyline doesn't need championships. But yeah, I totally like them in the Fed right now. If he's still on the music, the music is okay. But, at the end of the day, I'm happy that they're there.
Oh, of course. I'm happy.
More Detroit representation on the show.
Oh, of course. Did you know that Bound for Glory this past weekend was in Detroit, Mike? Did you know about this?
I did because I was watching the Pistons game and then I was looking on social media and I was like, why are the Hardys at the Pistons game? I was like, why are they there?
Then you find out, oh shit.
Yeah, because before my schedule got busy, I was like, remember way back, he was like, hey, you thinking about going to Bound for Glory? I was like, oh, I might, it depends, And it just crept up on me, and then I forgot about anything wrestling. So I was like, why are the Hardys in Detroit? And I was like, oh, yeah, Bound for Glory. Right. TNA.
Yeah, man. You didn't miss much. Though. What happened at the main event? Jeff Jarrett will be so proud of the the overbooking. JBL, that young lion, got involved, and But outside of all that,
I heard about that too. Why is he TNA?
Hey man, it's TNA will TNA, bro. What else is new?
At first, I was looking at the clip like, is this back in 2007? What the heck happened? And I was like,
yeah.
Oh no. I was like, no. This is recent, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. Raw last night was live from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Keep in mind, NXT Halloween Havoc was in the same building the night before, so you kind of knew, okay, they're going to run the same building. They played highlights from last week's Raw, where Jey Uso lost to Braun Breaker. Mm-hmm. Braun Breaker's once again Intercontinental Champion.
Mm-hmm.
They showed how Solo Sikoa bought a ticket to sit in the front row, get physical in the ring, right, or outside. He was trying to help Jey Uso, even though Jey didn't want to hear it. Solo took a spear for Jey. Remember last week, all that stuff from Braun Breaker? We got that stare down between Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. All this just for, obviously Jey Uso to lose, right? And then they played a video, the highlights from Friday, when Jey Uso got his revenge and cost the Tongans their tag titles against the Motor City Machine Guns. And they also showed the Usos reuniting, Roman watching from a distance. So there is that also. But we get to tonight, or last night, right? And Jay's in the ring. He talks about how he had to take care of business this past week, right? Take care of business over on SmackDown with Bloodline business. And he wants to hear from one person right now, Uso. And what do you know, Mike? They cued in Jimmy Uso's theme song, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I've not heard the theme in a long time because he was gone for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm. He still has the best theme song out of the people.
Yeah, he still does. Yeah, yeah. I cannot deny. I cannot.
Yeah, now it's almost damn near above Romans now since they changed Romans. So,
of course,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's by unfortunate circumstances. But if you had to rank him, yeah, he's pretty up there as far as bloodline themes.
Oh, literally, he's literally, he's you know what I mean?
Swooping. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Big swoop.
Hey, I'm a little concerned, man. I'm a little concerned. But outside of that, right? Jimmy talking about, oh, you know, he thanks him. He thanks him for making the right decision. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And how Solo Bloodline, they not us. He even put out the shirt like, you know, they not us. Right?
Right.
But then Jay cut him off like, yo, but neither are we. You gotta understand something. If we're gonna do this, right? If we're gonna do this, we're no longer errand boys. We are equals, referencing Roman Reigns.
Right.
Because remember, when Roman was on top, right? The idea was, the perception was the Usos were doing the bidding for Roman Reigns. Right? Whatever Roman said, they would follow through. So now the game has changed. And obviously, Jay went on to reference what he's accomplished since Jimmy left, right? Since he left a year and a half ago, since their match at WrestleMania, all that stuff, right? Winning the Intercontinental Championship. But the one thing that is bigger than all of that is being the twin brother with Jimmy. People now know who main event Jey Uso is. They now know who Jimmy is. They now, you know, even did the yeet for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they were going to embrace. But before that, Jimmy tells Jay, hey, look, come to SmackDown this Friday to squash beef with Roman Reigns. Squash the beef. Even though, I don't know if you knew this, Mike, this Friday SmackDown's already taped. It happened already. Right. Because they're flying to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
They're flying to sweet Saudi. So I'm sure people saw clips already online, right, and all that stuff. And it looks like they were going to embrace, and then who happens to show up? The Bloodline. And they attack. They're trying to lay out, you know, Jimmy and Jay, but then they overcome the odds. They prevail. This is why this is not my bloodline. These bloodlines are a joke, man. This bloodline is like, how do I put it? For all my Dragon Ball Z head, this is like androids 19 and 20. These ain't the android that Trunks talked about. If you get what I'm saying. For all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there and shit, right? But what was your thoughts on the opening segment, Mike? Everything that I taught. What was your overall thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I thought the segment was decent. Opening up with the with Jay and Jimmy. Powerful message. I mean, he's kind of right with this whole bloodline story. You know, you can tell the difference now. Who's who? Back in the day, we would call Jay Jimmy and Jimmy Jay. Now, it's literally they're separate. That was the goal. I'm pretty sure was the thing when this whole thing started. You know, they'll tell the difference between you two after the storyline, and that's basically what it is. But yeah, the bloodline, the new bloodline, these guys are some certified bums.
Oh, they are, dude. They're
some bums, bro. Like Roman and Jay and Jimmy and Sammy, they wouldn't
They would
They
never
wouldn't
let
dare
this.
look like this. They'd go crazy on people.
Yeah.
And especially when you got a figure like Jacob Fatu and you getting overcome.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I got it.
Keep
But you getting you
keep the
yeah.
Johnson and Johnson, buddy. Keep the Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah. We don't like that over here. The fact that they're, you know, overcoming the odds over them, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, for sure, dude. It's only
There's a lot of weaknesses I see.
Yes.
And it starts with leadership.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Who would have say, right? Someone even say, oh, what if this new bloodline turns on Solo and Solo returns? I'm like, yeah, I really want to see all
I
that,
mean,
though?
I think this story is designed for Solo to crumble, you know, because he's not ready for the tribal chief moniker. It's just too much that comes with it. He thinks he's ready, but he's not ready.
Yeah,
He's just a rare savage that needed to be molded. And in the process of his molding, he thought that he was the big guy. He's not the big guy.
Nah.
Not the big dog. He's not none of that.
Nah, he's just a poodle right now. He's a pup.
He's just a poodle. He's just a pup.
Yeah.
He thought he can be big dog on campus, but no.
Nah,
can't be that.
Not even. Hell nah.
Yeah.
We then see after this, Mike, we saw Judgment Day arriving. Adam Pearce notified Dominic Mysterio because I don't know if you remember this, Mike, but last night Dominic Mysterio faced a former world champion because he wants a world title match, right? Opportunity.
Right.
And then obviously Priest told Dominic he would meet Damian Priest tonight. Carlito stared at
Pierce. You said Priest twice.
Yeah, my bad. Pierce told Dominic, "Oh, you're facing Damian Priest tonight." But Carlito stated that wasn't cool, and Pierce left. Finn Balor tried to warn Dom about Priest, but Dom didn't need the warning. I'm seeing some like crumbling within the Judgment Day. I'm seeing it. You gotta keep in mind, again, just like the bloodline, this new bloodline bums. Some would argue this Judgment Day, don't get me wrong, I love Liv Morgan. She's beautiful, right? I can enjoy some jokes of Dirty Dom. Some people are even saying, oh, it's the same thing can be said for the Judgment Day. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You add in Thunder Rosa, you have Carlito, and all that stuff. So yeah, man, I guess so.
Thunder Rosa.
My bad. Raquel Rodriguez,
Might as well be the same, just shorter.
How we call it? Ponderosa?
The Ponderosa?
Yeah.
They should have never made that shirt. She was Tree Lady. So.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
After this, we did get Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. I thought it was a fun match for what it was. Just a brawl between these two guys. They've brawled before. And to no one's surprise, Sheamus got the win. Not surprised at all. Mike, your thoughts on the match?
They've had matches before. Their first encounter was the best. This is just so it is what it is.
They played the hits.
Yeah, they played the hits. So for what was organic, they was like, do what you did that was organic, but in a condensed form. So that's what they did. So it's like, okay, whatever.
Precisely. Yeah, obviously Sheamus got his win, bro kick. I know I almost said Drew McIntyre. Wade Barrett on commentary. Now he wants gold. I heard this one before. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a better shot at winning the IC title now than anything. So if he wants that forbidden, dreaded one thing, he's got a nice little shot, even though Braun Breaker isn't, any slouch. But,
I mean, I wouldn't oppose Sheamus and Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that's where Sheamus gets his moment.
Yeah.
But that's just me, of course. But we'll see how that manages to go down. We do get after this. We do get we saw the Usos leaving the arena when they run into Sami Zayn, and Zayn wants to talk to Jay alone. And he tried to tell Jey Uso, that he doesn't need to go back into this fight, that he can still be his own man, right? He doesn't need to be back in the bloodline. He left the bloodline a long time ago. Why is he going back, right? It's not right, right? You can't trust Roman Reigns, and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jay hit him with the line, you wouldn't understand, Oos, because you're not family, Oos. That's deep.
It is. It's a deep cut. That's a real deep cut.
To a man who literally took bullets for you during your time in the bloodline.
Yeah.
Stuck his neck out on the line for him.
And it took you a while to get used to him. And then once you got used to him, that was your dog. And you even said, "What's up, my dog?" when he got into the picture. And then you gonna diss him like that? Come on, Jay. What's the deal, dog?
I expected better, bro. I expected better. For real, man. I'll be honest. When I heard all that, I'm like,
I'm not feeling it.
I was more upset by this than what people were complaining about last week. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. That being said, wasn't the only time we see Sami Zayn. Wasn't the only time we saw Sami Zayn.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a sports rant. I just saw a notification.
Can I give you the screen? Put you on the big screen?
Please do. And I don't like doing this type of stuff. We're talking
the following
about
is a sports rant by Big Mike. Make it strong, Mike.
This is for my Detroit Lions, who are the best team in football right now, standing at 6-1. We have a nuisance, a problem on our hands that we thought that wasn't going to be, but now he's becoming a problem. I gave this guy chance after chance after chance. It went from gambling to PDs. Now this fool got a weapons charge. Get this man off my team. I don't want him on my team no more. Jameson Williams, get off my team. You are a cancer now. Get off my team.
Bang, bang.
Media wise, and the NFL is a microscope on us right now. And you are taking every opportunity to screw that up.
Not only that, but also
you are screwing it up.
Also,
yes, Vegas. You're a great talent. Not taking that away from you. But the fact that you keep messing up after chance after chance after chance, Lions, go after Max Crosby. Put Jameson Williams in the trade. Put him in the trade. Ship him to Vegas. He can't be here anymore. Because he has took the road of no return. It was fine and dandy that you're trying to be down with the hoods of Detroit. That was kind of strike one for me. You need to stay as far as away from the hoods of Detroit. You don't need to be street affiliated here. That's number one. Don't do. I don't care where you think you could go in this city and be good. You're a professional athlete making millions of dollars. Stop it. Stop it. Get this man off my team. Rant over.
That was beautiful, Mike. That was, I felt the passion. I
hate that I have to do that because I like the guy as a talent so much. It's eating me alive. It really is.
It's crazy. It's insane, bro. Again, it's also probably Big Vegas too. Big Vegas probably try to make their moves also. Chief right there, Big Mike, don't play around. Don't ruin the potential SB run. But let's continue with the recap here. We're almost done with this, by the way. Yeah, and just like Chief, I agree with this one too. No cap, I almost shed a tear for Sammy. Me too, bro. I almost kind of like, damn, bro. Damn. But after this, we did get a vignette from Gunther. The vignette talking about this Friday on SmackDown. It will be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton versus Gunther Ludwig Kaiser, hyping up the match for Saturday. He told Cody to ask Randy what it was like for him to be in the ring with Gunther. He called Cody the golden boy, the quarterback for WWE and all that stuff, and just hyping up the match for what it was. Should be a fine match. You think Cody win this one, man? You think Cody's winning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could very well be. We did get Ivy Nile versus Zelina Vega. This match didn't go long, but I did like the finisher from Ivy Nile. I did like it.
I guess so.
Like a slingshot Uranagi. But outside of that, it didn't really nothing to really talk home about this match. Nothing to like, sink my teeth in. But again, for what it was, boom, just your mandatory women's match for the show. Pretty much, right? That's what it felt like. From there, Mike, we saw Jimmy ask Jay how his conversation with Sammy went. Jay said he informed Sammy he was in family. Jimmy dismissively said, well, he's not. And then Jay spoke up for Zayn, claiming he stepped up when Jimmy stuck by Roman. Jimmy noticed Jay was concerned, so he offered to speak with Sami Zayn. After that, yeah, I understand, bro. Look, man, I can understand your passion, bro. You guys are on a rise. You got, again, it's one thing if Big Vegas fucked with you guys, right? But now you got within the team. Oh man.
Yeah. I hate that I even had to say that. I mean, looking at the whole thing, it looks like it's nothing, but still, at the same time, it's something because it's like, bro. Like, stop getting in trouble, bro. Just stop.
Mike, come on. It's like that board game from the 90s. It's fun, get things in trouble. I don't know how many of you remember that, but still, I just had to reference it. We saw Seth Rollins come out to the ring. He cut a promo. He said he'd been enjoying the fight with the fights with Bronson Reed. And he talked about how, Bronson Reed has lit a fire in Seth Rollins, a side of him that we have not seen before. And I'm thinking about, right now, Seth Rollins, he's the architect, the visionary, right? You know what I was thinking he was talking about here, bro? The Beast Slayer, bro.
Brock Lesnar.
Remember Beast Slayer, Seth Rollins. Monster Slayer. The Slayer of Seth Rollins. Remember the King Slayer, the Beast Slayer, Monster Slayer?
So he'll be with the Tsunami Slayer this time.
Who knows? But you get the idea. Like that's what I thought of when he talked about all this shit, right?
He lit a
fire inside of him, and then you see Bronson Reed, who's in the parking lot, and he's challenging Rollins to come meet him in the parking lot for a fight, bro, for a brawl, and that's what Rollins did. They proceeded to brawl, and I thought this was fun because they're going at it. You see Pierce begging Rollins, do not do this. You have the match. And Rollins just told him straight up, I don't care. I don't care. Right? And they proceed to brawl. Right? They proceed to go at it. And there's a moment where Rollins hits the tsunami. It's the curb stomp. Right? He hits the curb stomp on Bronson Reed. And then Bronson Reed, he's on the hood of the car. And like a monster, he gets right back up. Mm-hmm. And that's where Braun gets the upper hand. You see they're inside of a trailer, right? And Bronson throws like a chair or trash or something at Rollins, lays him out, and then just hits the tsunami. And just the visual, everything about it was just so cool. You know what's funny though? Bronson Reed then goes on social media and post the following, bro. And I'm sure, us as a sneakerheads, this can tick people off, bro. This is what he posted on social media. You see that?
Oh my God, the scuffs on the threes. I mean, those white cement threes? Are those the reimagined threes?
From the movie? Those were fours, right?
I know. Yeah, do the right thing. It was fours.
But that's been the ongoing thing though. Every sneaker that Bronson has been wearing, there's always been a little scuff on the sneaker. That's the ongoing joke.
He just wants to piss people off.
and again, I do think for this first match, Bronson Reed has to win. But I did enjoy the brawl. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, brawl was cool. Nice to see them brawl by the TV trucks.
Yeah. You saw the WrestleMania trailer with Dominic Mysterio on it. Holy shit, bro. Yeah. That's how you know, that's how you knew he was winning. That's how you knew he was winning last night. When you see Dominic Mysterio on the fucking trailer, you already knew he was fucking winning. Like, bro, come on. All right. So from there, we did see a recap between the situation between Miz and R-Truth with the Wyatt Six from Final Testament. We ended up seeing R-Truth chatting with Alpha Academy. And then Miz tried to come up and apologize to him, right? Apologize for everything that's happened. Let's be awesome, Truth again. Remember the tag team title, WrestleMania. And then Truth was like, fine, you got it. What's going on, Wrestling Corner? What's going on? And next thing you know, he slaps him. R-Truth slaps the Miz and tells him good luck with the Wyatt. And then he walks and he sees Pete Dunne. He's like, hey, Butch, have you seen Pete?
Dogs, that was so funny. That whole segment was funny.
Like, bro.
What he did to Miz to that. I literally laughed out loud. Like, I haven't laughed out loud at a segment of R-Truth in a while. But that one was like, haha. That was funny.
Facts. Big facts. But after this, we did get the World Tag Team Title Contenders Tournament Finals. You got to remember, SmackDown did one, so now Raw got to do one, right? You had the War Raiders of Eric and Ivar versus the LWO of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the New Day. The one thing that was noticed in this match, people were booing Xavier Woods. And respectfully, yes. Maxine Dupree looks good in green.
She looks just good in green, pink, black, white, nude.
Hey, come on, Mike. You can't be saying that stuff more.
That's a color.
You can't be saying those things no more.
That's a color.
Changed man now. Come on, man.
That is a color.
All right.
Nude is a color.
Sure it is.
It's a neutral color.
Sure
it accentuates the skin. It complements the skin.
Sure thing, Picasso.
Blue. I'm moving on. Blue. Did I say black? Purple.
Purple. Orange, green, tomatoes, potatoes.
Anything. Shoot.
Yes. So the match again. So somewhere in this match, obviously they're booing Xavier Woods. Chad Gable attacked Ray outside, locked in the ankle lock, right? And this led to the War Raiders to pin Kofi Kingston after a lariat suplex combo. Somewhere in this match, too, the New Day had this match won. The New Day had the match won. And for whatever reason, Xavier Woods decided to attack Ray, and he missed him. Completely missed him.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting to see a little bit this dissension between the New Day as well. It's starting to kick into a little bit of a high gear. I'm under the impression that we're going to see the return of Big E. Try to make the peace sooner than later. You still have a long time.
At least just to say like, hey, I might not can do anything, but I can save you guys, and maybe he'll be like a manager or something that doesn't get physical.
Yeah. From there, Mike, we did get commentary saying, Joe Tessitore saying that Seth Rollins was sent to a local medical center. No longer local medical facility, local medical center. We're getting there. Well, eventually they'll say hospital. They'll say it eventually. How long you give War Raiders until Def Rebel ruins their theme? Less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, they're probably cooking up something right now. I thought they wasn't gonna be with them anymore. I thought they contract kind of.
Well, they're still on, but I guess they're looking for like a new director or some shit like that, not composer. I don't know what's going on. I know a lot of talent are not happy with Def Rebel. I don't know. We're not.
No, because their songs suck.
Well, they only
have
two good songs.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns' original tribal, chief theme song.
They screwed that up.
No, I kind of like it a little bit, and of course, Solo Sikoa's theme. My bad. Jacob Fatu's theme is actually pretty good as well.
I haven't heard that.
It's instrumental. It's pretty badass.
Okay.
But what else happened here? We saw Miz backstage talking to Adam Pearce for security. Then the final testament comes up, and Cross tells Miz that he will help them find Bo Dallas or risk having Karrion Kross break his legs. So during Raw talk, they kidnapped the Miz. Bo Dallas kidnapped the Uncle Howdy has kidnapped the Miz. So we'll see where this goes. Maybe they're writing him off. Maybe you can go film a movie or something, go host a TV show. There's a way to write him off.
I'm glad I don't see these Y6 segments as I see them. It's funny. It's funny hearing you read these out, and it's like, I'm glad I didn't see that on television.
Yeah, you know what? Me also reading this shit out loud. I'm like, bro, I'm kind of glad I didn't see this either. Like, bro, I'm sorry. Look, the whole persona is great and all. Like the whole,
the tribute
presentation is fine.
Presentation and tribute,
and then the bell rings. Some of them are good. Some of them are fine. Like Joe Gacy's fine. Yeah. Dexter Loomis. Hey, hashtag Loomis season.
Bro, I feel like Vito Corleone.
That's Loomis season for you.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like Vito Corleone and The Godfather when they killed Sonny and they're at the morgue. And you're looking, and I'm looking at Dexter Loomis. I'm like, look at what they did to my boy.
Oh, come on.
He's got dreads now.
No, he grew them shits out, huh?
Like, bro.
What the fuck not to watch Raw Talks? To be honest, you don't have to. You really don't have to. I don't. I'm sure as hell don't. But it's crazy. On Raw Talk, you saw the Miz get kidnapped, and they announced the fucking 6-person match for a crown jewel between the new bloodline and the old bloodline. So there's that also. From there, we did see Jimmy and Jay. They spot Sami Zayn talking to Solo Sikoa in the parking lot. That can only mean a couple of things. Maybe, just maybe, Solo Sikoa is trying to get into the ear of Sami Zayn.
That'd be hilarious if they get him and the OGs don't.
Now, here's the thing. What if that's what they want people to think, and then Sami Zayn aligns himself with the old bloodline? After all, you got to keep in mind, I really want to believe that Sami's going to be in Saudi Arabia this weekend because he's over as Rover out there. Even if he's not in a match, he's over as Rover in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
You would think he's like the world champion out there when he goes out there, but we'll see.
Might as well be.
And then you have the main event, Dominic Mysterio versus Damian Priest, where Damian Priest was dominating the match. The Judgment Day came out, and what do you know? Damian Priest slipped on a banana peel. I don't know what the fuck happened. Dominic Mysterio pulled the upset. Dominic Mysterio, bro, was at a plus 750.
Oh, plus 750. We're giving him that much of a chance.
All right. Okay. But then you got the profit boost. You got a plus 1,000, plus 1,000, bro. Plus 1,000. In some states, it's plus 1,200 in some states, okay? And he pulls it off, bro. He pulls it off. Granted, he had to hold the tights or whatever the fuck, but still, he got a win over Dame. He beat a former world champion
to get a world title.
opportunity down the line.
Gunther's gonna kill him.
Oh yeah,
again
for sure. And then you see Damian Priest just go off on everyone. He goes off on Carlito, on Dominic, South to Heaven, left and right. But also, I didn't mention this, but also early on in the show, Rhea Ripley cut a promo on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez talking about how when they attacked Rhea, it was from malice. You know what I mean? But when Rhea was doing it back then, it's because they deserved it. And talking about how getting her women's title back, right? But back to Damian Priest, though, again, beating the fuck out of everybody. Closed the show. And everybody went home happy, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was Monday Night Raw as a whole.
For us talking about it, yeah, it was okay. But, you know.
Damn, it is what it is. Vicious chair shots to the back. Yeah, yes, his back has to be screaming in pain. I'm sure Dominic Mysterio woke up this morning with serious back pains, bro. I'm sure Liv is rubbing the lotion on his back right now.
Yeah. That sounds good right about now.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it does. What's going on, Brandon Brown? Miz got kidnapped. Yes, he did. Miz indeed got kidnapped. Absolutely. But that was Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
As a whole. Did you hear about this news, Mike? Before we put a ball on, did you hear about the big news between WWE and the ID program? Did you hear about this?
Yeah. Interesting stuff. I mean, not really, but it is at the same time.
I think it is. I think overall, so for those of you who don't know, WWE, they made a big breaking news today. They are launching a new indie wrestling development program, basically. This is basically the press release. It's loading right now, so just bear with me here, folks. This is what it says. WWE today announced the launch of a first-of-its-kind development program designed to provide up-and-coming independent wrestlers a pathway to a potential career in WWE. The program will be called WWE ID, short for WWE Independent Development. WWE ID is the latest in our efforts to identify and support the journey of up-and-coming wrestlers, in turn raising the profile of and strengthening the independent wrestling ecosystem, said, obviously, WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. Following the 2021 launch of WWE's NIL program, WWE has been constructed to support independent wrestling prospects and wrestling schools with world-class training development and mentorship. Under the program, WWE will provide prominent independent wrestling schools with the WWE ID official designation, with the goal of providing new trainees and existing talent at these select institutions with enhanced developmental opportunities. Booker T's Reality of Wrestling in Houston, Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory in Atlanta, Seth Rollins' Black and Brave Academy, Davenport, Iowa, Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center in Concord, I guess New Hampshire. I could be wrong on this one.
What's the acronym?
Concord NH.
Yeah, New Hampshire. Yeah, it's New Hampshire.
Knox X Pro Academy in Los Angeles, that's Rikishi School, by the way, are the first WWE independent wrestling schools to earn the official designation. Additionally, WWE ID will identify top independent wrestling prospects with an official WWE ID prospect designation and support their developmental journey by providing financial opportunity and assisting with training, mentorship, and development, including access to world-class facilities, best-in-class training, athletic trainers, and more. WWID will give fans the opportunity to follow paths to these standout prospects on the independent wrestling scene through curated behind-the-scenes content as well as highlights and matches showcased across WWE social platforms. In other words, Mike, the indies are cooked.
Again. Yeah, they're cooked again.
The indies are cooked, bro. The indies, look, I want to be that guy that sits there, man, this is great. Man, for all we know, it's going to be good. But the reality is also, this is WWE, once again, trying to grab a pulse on the indies. And to be fair, for all the shit that we're probably saying right now for some people, and I don't want to be that guy, but I know it might come off like I'm being that guy. And what I'm about to say. Can we agree that if they're going to get involved with the independents, at least they're going to do it right, the right way? Unlike the other company on Wednesday nights?
Yeah. Yeah, one company is starting with the schools.
Yes.
And then the other company is literally blindfolding themselves, reaching their hand in a hat, like, we'll take this one. And tossing them out there in primetime television.
Yes. Exactly. Can you imagine, bro? Like, yeah, look. I try to reality that. Yeah, look. I'm a WWE ID talent, bro. That don't work. What you want me to put over your up and coming indie talent? That don't work for me, brother. Nope, I ain't doing that. No. That's what might happen now. Can you imagine? Like, look, I'm a reality of wrestling. I'm a reality of wrestling talent. I can't put over Joe Schmo or Johnny Flapjacks. I can't put him over. That don't work for me, brother. Are you kidding me? I've seen also people being upset about it too because that's not the spirit of independent wrestling and all that stuff. And look, I'm just gonna let this shit play out and see what really comes about this. That's really the best thing you can really do right now. Because for all we know, this might be a gold idea. Hell, someone even say, you know what, man, the NIL program really wasn't a good of an idea, even though I kind of disagree with that because to be honest with you, there was some talent that came out of the NIL program.
Yeah.
Look at Obafemi.
Yeah.
Look at Bianca Belair. Well, Bianca Belair was before that, but still.
When you do a mass, I guess, talent grab or a program for a mass talent grab, you're going to get a lot of bad eggs, but you're going to get some diamonds in the rough. That's why they call it diamonds in the rough. And this is another point in case where WWE is trying to, like you said, grab the pulse of indies. This is the attempt number 149 billion. But every time they do this, or at one point, during the black and gold era of NXT, they were like signing people off the indies. Like this was like they went through their fresh young talent finds in one era, then they went through we're gonna get made stars and then mold them to be WWE stars type mold.
Of course. Yes.
That's where you got the Ricochets, the Adam Coles, the Kevin Owens, the Sami Zayns, all of those from that era. You know, just
I agree with this TK punching air right now. Probably.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a lot of talent taken from him because you know, he's going to get a lot of talent taken from him because WWE's going to, who doesn't want to go to WWE?
How long until Triple H makes his takeover a reality? Like he wanted NXT Mexico, NXT Europe. It's just basically it. But this is basically right now.
The NXT moniker.
Without the NXT
WWE,
moniker, this is a takeover. That's what it is. Now,
watch.
You're gonna hear like, said.
I know this is a dumb question, but is Shinsuke still in the company? I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, yeah, he is, Mike. He's still in the company. He's actually going to be representing WWE in January, wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah for their New Year's show.
So who says this? Shinsuke Nakamura makes a wrestling school in Japan.
Oh, could be. Can you imagine like
that will be their NXT Japan that they always wanted?
Or can you imagine like a said talent that gets signed to WWE happens to have a wrestling school?
Right.
And guess what? That school becomes part of the WWE ID.
Yeah.
It happens,
so it's
bro.
It's like a package deal. Like you'll be a talent, and then we'll also take talent from your talent pool.
And also factor in too, bro. A lot of these indie talents that are coming up right now. Let's just tell it like it is, bro. A lot of them are these Gen Z motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's kind of unrelatable at this point.
Who don't want to embrace the grind, just want everything now handed to them.
Yeah.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
So this is like a way. Look, you want this? All right, we're gonna put you through all these tests. Let's see how you do. But it is. But anyway, let's see how this trip plays out. But for right now, bro, look, the Indies, they're cooked right now. It's cooked. Well done. Well done. Stick a fork in it, bro. That will kill New Japan, no cap, unless they have a work. Yeah, they do. The AEW with CMLL.
Yeah.
With Ring of Honor. But even be that as it may,
they'll be fine. New Japan will be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Like there's some indies who look, the indie scene isn't dead. It's not dead per se. Like
it will get pillaged again, but it's not dead.
There's still indies out there that you can go to watch on a Saturday, Sunday night at the local high school gym. Again, it's out there no matter what. I think if anything, you'll get behind your local indie promotions, get behind them, support the talent, at the end of the day. But with that being said, guys, overall, I thought Raw was it's all right. I'm gonna give the show, give it a C minus.
I'm gonna give it a flat C. It's just a C.
Okay, fair enough. But that's gonna be it for us, guys. Much love to all of you. If you have not yet checked out Steve's Kitchen, we did it yesterday. Well, myself, that is, right? I did a solo show. Talked about, Samantha Irvin, more updates to happen with her. My thoughts on Halloween Havoc from this past Sunday, where Julia and Stephanie Vaquer teamed up to take on Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. I gave my thoughts on Bound for Glory and how, once again, TNA themselves, the Usos reuniting once again, and the Motor City Machine Guns becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions. All that and more. But also Ilya Taporiev knocking out Max Holloway to retain the UFC featherweight title. And Hamzat Chimaev literally turning Robert Whittaker's jaw like the anchovy from SpongeBob. Beep, 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 beep. And, of course, this week, there will be our preview for Crown Jewel. So there's that as well. If you have not yet, follow the channel on social media. I'm on Twitter at AT.Network. Follow me on X at HeelSteven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out.
Check me out on X, Detroit Gamer 313.
There you go, guys. Again, man, I want to give a big thank you to Turkey Al Sheik, man, for making this happen, bro. Making this match go down, bro. It's incredible, bro. This man, again, bro, Booker of the Year right here, bro. I'm telling you now. For myself, for Big Mike, for Turkey, for the gang, this has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Pole Network. Peace out, everybody.